If you are a hirer, you are looking for talent in a smaller mid-sized business, what should you do? If you are seeking talent, I would suggest that you take a couple of different approaches. So, number one, there have been some layoffs, especially in kind of the tech space. So keep an eye out for that. And when there are layoffs, you have an opportunity to proactively approach people who have really good skill sets or experience, and maybe their teams were laid off, and you can approach them about potential open positions that you have. But you have to be more proactive in your searching for candidates than maybe you have been in the past. So be very proactive is the number one piece of advice I would give for people who are seeking employers. The second piece of advice for people that are seeking employees, excuse me, the second piece of advice that I would give people is don't be afraid to entertain um, inexperience that can be trained into what you're actually looking for. When the number one problem that people are having is finding good labor quality, I have had a lot of success personally in hiring younger, smart people who don't have a lot of experience, but then training them into the roles I want them to fill. I would encourage people who are looking for talent to be open minded and not so critically honed in on experience, and instead focus on the traits that you can't necessarily teach. How hard do they work? How intelligent are they? What type of background do they have in translating into the role that I'm looking for? Don't be afraid to entertain maybe bringing on an intern or a contractor as opposed to a W-2 employee and giving them some time to test out a role to be trained into it and to see if they'll actually work. That gives you some options to test out potential individuals and see if you can have success with them and train them up without being pigeonholed or committed into just finding the perfect skill set on a W-2 person, which might take a lot longer to fill, be more expensive, and if you miss, it's a much more costly mistake, right? So for employers who are looking for talent, number one, be more proactive in going after talent. Don't just wait for people to apply for your jobs. Go after them where they are. Secondly, don't be afraid to take on interns or contractors to train and test people who maybe don't have the experience but might be able to learn and grow into the role that you're looking for.